Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Adam Burke from BangTheBook.com. Coming to the look at game 241, 242, the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, the first of the college football playoff semifinal games between Oklahoma and LSU. LSU, 13.5-point favorite, total of 76 for this one. We got bowl previews of all the bowl games over at BangTheBook.com for you to check out. Also, Bang the Book Radio. We had a bowl show on Thursday with Brad Powers. Friday, we talked Super Contest and the odds report, looking at sharp money in the bowl games. Been a tough bowl season for us based on the videos here, based on our thoughts on Bang the Book Radio. So hopefully we can finish things out strong as we've got teams where I think both of them should be pretty motivated here. Early on in the bowl season, we had some teams we thought would be motivated, some we thought wouldn't be motivated, and things didn't really work out with some of those emotional appeals, and the better teams wound up holding serve in those games. So we'll see what happens here as we go throughout the rest of the bowl season. No question about motivation here in the college football playoff semifinal. Books holding 13.5, some of them, others at 14. Obviously, it's been pretty popular to take the LSU side here in this one. Sharp money came in early on LSU. Then we saw some speculation about those Oklahoma suspensions with some of their defensive players sitting this one out. And we saw another move up there. Some of the places that went to 14 came back down to 13.5. Other places now 14. So, again, all that really matters here is that this is a very high number for what is supposed to be two of the top four teams in college football here for this season. I think live betting opportunities will be very strong for this game. Get a look and see how Oklahoma looks, see how they handle LSU's offense, and also see how LSU handles the Oklahoma offense with all the RPO concepts. You see how Jalen Hurts is kind of reading things. I got a lot of good live betting opportunities here in Atlanta for this one. But Oklahoma, over the course of the season here, one good half, one bad half. We didn't know what we were going to get from Oklahoma from half to half. We just didn't know. Some games they played a great first half, let the opposition hang around. Then they played a bad second half. Sometimes they played a bad first half, good second half. It was very difficult to figure out which Oklahoma team we were going to get over the course of the season. And if we get bad Oklahoma in the first half of this one, this thing could become a runaway. LSU with that very dominant win over Georgia, big reason why this line got bet up as high as it did. LSU is a very, very good team. Ed Orgeron's been a very good head coach in premier games as well since he took over there in Baton Rouge. So that's something for you to consider for this one. Oklahoma is not as bad defensively as some of their scores would suggest. Only 5.29 yards per play allowed, 5.37 yards per play allowed in their games against ranked opponents. But LSU, 1.21 yards per play better on offense than Iowa State, who was the second best team in the Big 12. So this is a big step up in class defensively for Oklahoma. Something for you to worry about here in this one. Oklahoma only allowed 5.84 yards per play in that game to Kansas State. They got shredded by the run. We'll see how LSU can run the football if Edwards-Helaire isn't able to come back for this game. So that's a big question for LSU. What kind of balance will they have on the offensive side? Do they need balance on the offensive side? Big line, a blowout is possible here, but Oklahoma, number one in the nation in yards per play with 8.15, although they did struggle against ranked opponents, including Baylor twice, 6.12 yards per play on offense, 5.85 yards per play in that conference championship game, and only 6.44 yards per play in November, playing Iowa State, Baylor, TCU, and Oklahoma State. So when Oklahoma stepped up in class a little bit, their offense did slack off some. Oklahoma, 5th and 3rd down rate. LSU is 6th. Oklahoma, 9th and 3rd down defense. LSU is 10th. LSU, 15th ranked strength of schedule. Oklahoma, 18th ranked strength of schedule. So these two teams have a lot of similarities, which is why I think this spread is just a little bit too high at 14. I'm not excited to play it. Again, I think live betting opportunities are the way to go here in this one. But as a starting position, Oklahoma plus 14 would look to be the play for me. There's a little bit of a been there, done that for Lincoln Riley. They've played in the college football playoff semifinal. LSU hasn't. Not that they're unaccustomed to the big stage, but still you kind of wonder if there's some nerves early on in this one. I do think long-term, though, this is a big showcase for Lincoln Riley because, as I mentioned, Oklahoma, one good half, one bad half, does suggest some coaching things there for them. Maybe not making second-half adjustments, maybe not being prepared to play in the first half. They damn well better be prepared to play in this game and better make some good second half adjustments. Otherwise, this one can get out of hand for them. So again, I think from a numbers standpoint, this one's just a little bit too high. But I think live betting opportunities, the way to go here in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. I'm Adam Burke for BangTheBook.com.